Hello everyone, my name is Lanso90 and welcome to Let's Play Software Inc. So Software Inc. is kind of a spiritual successor to Game Dev Tycoon, except it's doing everything way, way better. Game Dev Tycoon was pretty popular for a while, but I played it a lot too, but I got to a point where I was realizing, wait, this game, it's actually not very deep. It had this big problem, at least for me with it, where at a certain point, or not even at a certain point, just the way that the game worked, you couldn't actually make better products, really. Like, the way you got paid and the way your games were rated was based on the performance of your last game. It was actually impossible to make a perfect game naturally, basically. You couldn't just set the sliders and everything to be exactly correct and get a 10 out of 10 game. It'd be based on whatever your last game was. And so it kind of fell apart once I realized that was what was going on. But Software Inc. takes the idea of Game Dev Tycoon and runs with it. So it's not even just video games, it's like all kinds of software. And not even only software, I don't think. I think there's hardware and stuff too yet. But yeah, let's jump right in. I did a little bit of the tutorial, but this game is actually extremely complicated. It's almost like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, but in the software industry. Let's start a new game here. So, I never got around to thinking of a corny joke name for our character. Because obviously there's Gaben. But it's probably just too easy. You know, just for now. Keep it normal for now. We'll call ourselves Lightfire. Lightfire Limited, sure. It's alliteration, so sure. Please give me much smaller ears, though. But yeah, there's also like this kind of like the Sims element. There's not a ton of customization for your character, but it is kind of surprising how much there is. Just gonna kind of bring all this down a little bit because it's a little bit over the top, I think. Yeah, like there's only 4 hairstyles, but still it's pretty interesting. And you can see there's room for like a ton more. There's also like really good mod support and stuff too. We're just gonna keep it at the base game for now. That's just kind of cool that they have this level of customization and stuff. Let me up with the glasses. Alright, now let's get... Oh, I forgot to press apply there. Like that, and then for more of a brown color for our facial hair, like a dark brown. Luckily, it kind of saves like what palettes you use, so you can use it for other parts of your body. Get all that to match really easily. A shirt, give me like a burgundy-like color here. Get too oversaturated though. Oversaturation is pretty cringe. Shirt like that, and then give me khaki colored pants if we can. I think this also controls your shoes, but you can't actually see your shoes that well here. That's still my pants. Pure black will probably look like the freaking void of space, so we'll not go quite pure black. There we go. Oh, I left the tutorial on. That's okay. We can just accept the tutorials as we need them here. We'll go with introvert, optimistic. We're a very fast learner, not necessarily a hard worker. We're in the middle between independent and social, and we're kind of close to the middle between lazy and stress. And then we can also set like our overall skill levels in certain fields. They're all kind of important at the start here. Probably makes the most sense for us to be a good leader. And also make me like a good designer. Leave everything else kind of as it is, I think. Might take down artists for a little bit of programming. Something like that. And then we get skill points for specializations. I wish there was like a little counter here to tell you exactly how many you get. There's 3 different categories with, I think, 3 different fields each. I don't know, some have 4. They actually have a surprising amount of points that you can distribute. So give me like a pretty good designer. Give me a decent programmer. Audio design, I suppose, and then give me something like that. Leader, make me... Let's see. Probably want to be able to hire. I don't think it actually restricts us from hiring, but I don't know for sure. So let's just go ahead and do that. Probably want to be able to manage projects too, though. Like that. Service. May just give me 1 each. Then we have some difficulty settings up here we can mess with, but we're just going to leave it on default. I think I will change the number of days per month, though. It's 1 day per month is kind of extremely quick, so let's do 1 day per month. See how that feels. Oh, I missed a specialization point somewhere here, and I guess make me a better artist then. Kind of turned into an all-rounder, but I guess that's okay. Maybe you get a certain amount for each field now I look at it. Yeah, that's how it works. You get 5. 5 for these fields and 3 for these. Okay. That's how I'm going to leave it though. And we'll just start with the garage. You only have 3 choices to start with at the beginning. Garage, apartment, and skyscraper, or you can buy an empty plot. But the empty plot's pretty expensive, and I'm not quite ready for it, and yeah, you can build like a Sims kind of style. Disable them all. Okay, so here we are. Even though we see like a whole town here, our actual work area is this room and sort of the bathroom. Really, it's just this little garage here. And then we can rent out this extra space here if we want to. But for now, we don't need to. We are just ourselves. We're not here right now. Our character will appear later. But we're gonna need some basic stuff to get us started. And this game is more of like a macro level thing. Like Game Dev Tycoon, for quite a while you just play by yourself. And this one I feel like you probably have to expand a lot quicker. So yeah, we just need a table, a chair, and a computer. Probably all sorts of different interesting things. Our main character does not need support stuff. Like he doesn't get tired or thirsty or hungry or anything, which is pretty nice. It's just something to keep in mind. There's even roads and stuff, I didn't even know that. Okay, so we have some starting money to catch up on since we just spent some to get our stuff up and going. Let's see what we got here. Handful of different things. We're fairly good at programming. These are like 2D artist jobs. We're better at programming than we are at art. So let's do logistics application. These are contracts we can do. So we're not even building like our own game to start with, unlike Game Dev Tycoon. We're just gonna do contracts and stuff to get our money back together. We only have to make 32% progress for it to be passable. We only need one. It's only recommending one programmer, one designer, and one artist. Or it doesn't even require an artist. It says time limit is 1 month. Expected quality is bad, so we can always impress them if we want to. They'll give us 2,000 upfront. When we're finished, they'll give us 6,000. If we're late, they'll charge us 4,000, and they'll charge us $80 per bug. So let's accept this job. We also need to assign this room the core, which is only us right now. And then we should be able to unpause. And if we do this button here, that skips until someone gets to work, because I guess you go home to chillax. So we're working on it. Right now we're just doing the design phase. There's several phases to the game design. Or to software design. Hello, cat. So right now we're in the design phase. We don't necessarily have to do this, but it'll help us along the way. It'll help us make it do a better job at it. I feel like we lost our first day completely for some reason. Don't know why. I think we can do several iterations of design, but we're not too worried about this basic little contract, so we're just going to do one iteration. And we're going to hit develop. So working on this, when we get to this level, this is like their expected quality of where they want it to be. So we only have to get it that far, but we can also go as far as we want to. If we press review, I think we send a review copy to our publisher or our contractor, and they'll review it and say what they want changed. And we can do it now if we wanted to, but we have some time, so we might as well. We'll just skip unused time here. And we're back to work. I'll wait till it's closer to being done before I send out the thing here. Oops, I almost dropped my soda. Alright, let's review it now. Wait for that bar to finish, and we can click end. Overall score is 1.2 out of 10, review accuracy is 100%. There is 0.7% bugs. Allows alpha work to improve the design of your software, increase the potential and quality of work. Let's iterate for just a bit. We're probably going over the top on this, to be honest. Like, I think even though it says they're unhappy with it, I think they're technically happy with it. But we'll be learning this together, because I've only did a little bit of the tutorial, just to get an idea of like the controls, just because there is a lot. There's a lot going on here. All we've looked at is this. We haven't even looked into it that in depth yet. Alright, so we'll iterate. End. And see, this is what I don't really understand. Is it It says like this is where they're like good enough, but to me it doesn't really make sense. Why would the code not actually be finished? Delivering a totally unfinished product seems a little messed up. So we'll go to like 45 or 50% here, I guess. And now I'll promote it to alpha, or out of the alpha phase into beta. And see, like, we got more days, so I probably could have worked on it longer till it did get to 100%. I don't even know how many bugs the game has, or the program has. Artist, progress is 31%. The quality only needs to be bad, so I don't think we get extra money. I think we just get better reputation if we do better. Fixing bugs, though, does help us save some money, so. Seems like there might not be any more left, though. So we'll just go ahead and finish this. And we'll see how it says. Contract fulfilled. It's fine. I think we did correctly. This is our reputation here. Doesn't seem like it's like a real number. Might be a way to look at it more specifically. Heels. Socks. Seems like kind of not, but you can see we've already almost doubled the amount of money we have. We can also just develop our own software. But these are all, even to do something small would be pretty beefy for us to do. We'll leave that alone for now. Try another basic contract here. Embedded system only needs one person. It's programming and stuff. Expected quality is horrible. So this one, we'll go ahead and try to do it to the 100% ability. And now, like, one thing I didn't watch here is, are these 7 days connected to the next part of the progress? Like the alpha stage? Or are these 6 days totally devoted to the planning? Personally, I think one iteration is fine. It said in the tutorial that one is okay. Send it to alpha. This is where we'll really spend more time with it. It seems like the first two parts are part of the same set of time. The last part did not seem to be the same set of time. So this time I'll wait till we're at like 75% before I send a review. I think we can do multiple reviews too while we're working on it, but we'll just start with one for now. Cats, brother. Billing does get dirty, it seems like. Like I mentioned, though, our character doesn't really get bothered by it, so we don't really have to worry about it yet. So we'll need to clean. I don't know if we can just tell ourselves to clean. We can change the colors, which is interesting. I know the green is a little bit ugly. Give me like a light blue here. And the floor, give me blends in too much with the table, I think, for my taste. Don't want it to look really over the top. Maybe something like that. Me up to 75% done. Now hit me with a review. Accuracy 100%, overall score 5.2 out of 10. Keep going. I kind of get the impression that like the reviews aren't really accurate for these really easy tasks. They're more for once you get to the high level stuff where you want to make sure that you're impressing your contractor. I can look at you, see if you're upset about anything, and you're not. I don't have to worry about that. Not quite yet. Let's get to 100%. I forgot, there's no music in this game. There isn't like the main menu for some reason, then it turns off. So I did get my own music slotted here. I forgot to turn it on after we got out of the menu. Goes at 100%, let's promote it. Oh no, it is part of the same time pool. See if there was like a number of bugs on there. I could see. How much longer I should work on it. Alright, we have to finish it or we might run out of time. Contract fulfilled for a net worth of $5,000. Yeah, I can't really expand that. I'd like to see like really detailed reports of how we did. Oh, here we go. The software times. I guess we started April 1st. The corp was brought, but Super Breeze. There's a company, so we can see our own worth though now. Products, don't have any products. Tails. Wow, so they're gonna like make their own stuff that we can keep track of too. I told you this game has like an insane level of detail. See what we're worth. Okay. So now we have a pretty penny. Our salary. Let's just seeing if there's some way that we can clean that up ourselves. I do know that there is like a... We can call cleaning here. I guess that's all we can really... Oh, we can actually hire cleaning, but I don't think we're nearly that far yet. But we should look into hiring some more people. Go into build mode. I don't know if we can pick this up while you're here, can we? don't remember. We actually have to right click it. Okay. So you can move us into the corner here. Oops. As this thing generates noise, there's a noise overlay. And since our character doesn't care about noise, this corner is fine for us. I like that we produce noise too, that's kind of funny. There is like walls, I think, that reduce noise, like a noise dampening wall. Cubicle wall. Increases employee isolation though. I think it's just that it hits the environment a little bit. But I'll still do it. Let's see. Click and drag to rotate. Didn't go into the right spot though for me. That there. It's more to isolate me than it is to isolate them. And we'll get the next employee. A little bit better gear than us because we don't really care. We do not have higher end computers yet. That is one thing. If I were them, with all the complexity they've already thrown in, I would put more complexity on the computers. Only 5 tiers of computers is kind of eh. Kind of lame. I'd go a lot more hardcore, considering how hardcore they've gone on everything else as far as details go. I'm sure that's probably something that's coming. Alright, so we got another setup here. It also said, like, we might want a water cooler. Or, like, a coffee maker. Vending machine. Coffee. Makes noise. Interesting. There's lots of little options here. Instant coffee is $50 with a cost of $2 per month. Actually, $12 a month. Compared to Canteen, $10 a month. That doesn't seem like it does as much. But for now, that, and then give me coffee. Go. Painting is just a one-time cost. We'll just throw a painting up on the wall. And we'll exit build mode. Start looking for an employee. So we can lead. And we can program, so we're really looking for like an artist or a service person. Let's get an artist specializing in 2D. We can do 2D ROK. Maybe you want more of like an audio specialization. Low salary. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Interview for overall skill. I'll put 1,000 in, sure. There's a school bus outside for some reason. Alright, so we have a bunch of people here. I think the larger the spar is, the better. Gus Quinn seems pretty good. You have some leadership skills, and you have level 2 audio. Gus is probably the best person for us, because he can get in here and do some of this other stuff if we need them. I don't need a personality interview. I just need to know your skills. How do I actually hire you? I didn't actually do that. Oh, right there. Limited funds to senior company. If you hire us, Quinn. Feel like we're okay. I'm not really sure why it was warning me like that. Let's see. So let's assign this when these me. And we'll continue in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.